Today I decided to do a little impromptu video. A few of you guys asked to show how I make artichokes, and well, this is my first time making them, so hey, I thought you guys could come along and watch me hopefully not botch these. I was on a call with my mom today to get the 411 on how to make these, and hers always turn out perfect, so I hope I can recreate what I've grown up loving, which is just really delicious freshly steamed artichokes. I'm gonna start off right away with the artichokes that I bought from Trader Joe's, which I showed you guys in a previous haul, and I just haven't had time to make these. It takes about like an hour to make these, so you really have to cut time in to prepare this dinner. If you guys are wanting a quick one, this isn't it, but it's really simple anyway. So I'm gonna start by preparing my artichokes. The two tools you need to prep your artichokes are a knife and some scissors. So you're gonna start off by cutting the base of your artichoke so it's completely flat, and then you're gonna individually cut off each of the little spikes that the artichoke has on the leaves. It's time consuming, but you don't wanna spike yourself on one of these when you're eating it. And then the next step is going to be cutting off the top of your artichoke. Once your artichokes are all trimmed, the tops are cut off, and your stems are made flat, you're gonna go ahead and set them down stem side down so they're nice and flat and standing up. And then you're gonna add 2 inches of water. Make sure your pot has a lid and that your artichokes are not pressing up on top of the lid. You want them to be deep enough so they can steam. I'm gonna do a little garlic powder in here and just a little squeeze of fresh lemon. Now that my water is ready, I just turned on my stovetop and I'm putting it at, like right now, a medium-low between, and I'm just gonna get the water to start boiling. Once I see bubbles, I'm gonna lid this, and then it says to let it steam for about 30 minutes on the package. My mom says hers take about an hour, but they are much larger. These are kind of like mini artichokes. So I'm gonna check them in a half hour and we'll see if they are ready or not. But this is the process that takes a while, is just like letting them steam. So we're not eating just artichokes for dinner tonight. We're gonna be having some potatoes as well, mashed potatoes to be exact. These are just the frozen Trader Joe's mashed potatoes. These are just super simple. They take about 10 minutes on the stovetop. So I'm gonna start those right now, and it'll be an artichoke and mashed potato dinner, which is definitely a vegetarian dinner. If you guys are looking for a healthier version of mashed potatoes and you just wanna cut down on the starches, Trader Joe's sells a cauliflower mash that is basically the exact same thing, and it tastes amazing. It is just a little bit more watery than this. This gets thicker, obviously. It's real potatoes. So yeah, you guys can always interchange that with that. Of course, you could pair your artichokes with a protein like chicken or whatever meat that you choose, or even a veggie patty. That would be great too. But I'm doing mashed potatoes, and we're just doing a no meat dinner tonight. It's been about 15 minutes since my artichokes have been steaming, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the sauce. So I'm sure there are tons of different versions of artichokes dip that you just dip each leaf in, but I'm going with my mom's classic that she's been giving us for years, and let me just say, it is not healthy by any means. So if you want a healthier version, I suggest Googling healthy artichoke dip recipes, and I'm sure you'll get a ton of them. But essentially what I'm using is butter. So it's gonna be about 50% butter and 50% mayo. And I'm using the vegan mayo. Yes, I get the irony, you guys. Butter and vegan mayo, I get it. But that's all I have. The first step is to melt your butter, and then you're gonna combine the mayo, a little bit of garlic powder, just kind of sprinkle it in there. You don't need too much. And then top it with some Parmesan, just enough to fill the whole top, and then you're just gonna mix it all together. My artichoke dip is done. My mashed potatoes are done. Let's see if the artichokes are done. And What my mom said is that you pull a leaf near the bottom because those are the toughest leaves, and if those come out quite easily, then they're ready. So it's been about 35 minutes and I haven't checked on them, so we're gonna check on them right now. Since the leaf didn't really pull out at all, I even tugged on it a little bit, holding the top, I'm gonna leave them on for about 5 more minutes and check back and see if they're ready to go. The artichokes are finally done, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them out and plate them and then put my mashed potatoes on, and then we will all try it together, and I'll let you guys know how my first artichoke cooking experience has gone. Here's what my plate looks like. I'm so excited to try this. All right, so I'm gonna try an artichoke. If you guys have never done this before, you just pluck them out and then you dip the meat part right here. Whoops. You dip this meat part right here in the little dip here, and then you just scrape it off with your teeth. Like that. And it's delicious. I love artichokes. Guys, this dip is unbelievable for artichokes. It is so good. Highly, highly recommend the dip. My artichokes turned out okay. I ended up steaming them for about 50 minutes and they still seemed a little firm. So I'm not sure if I just needed to let them steam longer or if these are just a little bit tougher artichokes than I'm used to eating. Either way, they have a great flavor, and let me just say, while they were steaming, my whole house smelled amazing. I love the smell of artichokes when they're cooking. I hope this video was helpful for you guys that haven't made artichokes before. This was my first attempt as well, and I think it will only get better from here. Next time, I'm gonna plan for a little bit longer to steam them, and I'll see if they're any better. But so far, delicious, and I can't wait to sit down with my family and have dinner. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!